Hello, this vodcast is going to be about nerves and hormones.
Above the word nervous system, you'll see a blue neuron. That we'll talk about now. The cell body, otherwise known as the soma, has dendrites that detect a stimulus, which is either a neurotransmitter or the environment. The axon is the arm that travels from the soma to the axon terminals. The axon can have a myelin sheath made by Schwann cells. If it does, we say it's myelinated, and the myelin sheath increases the conduction velocity of the neuron, and the conduction velocity is the speed with which the message travels along the axon. The axon terminals release neurotransmitter into the synapse. The synapse is the gap between the neuron and the cell that it is messaging. This is either the effector or another neuron. The message delivered by neurons is directly to the site of action, whether this is the effector, another neuron, or muscles or glands. We say that the nerve message is electrochemical, electro because of the action potential, and chemical because of the release of neurotransmitter. Upon an action potential arriving at the axon terminal, the neurotransmitter is released into the synapse, which it then crosses and then attaches to a receptor on the effector cell. Neurons are extremely fast. Even unmyelinated neurons have an action potential speed of 2 meters per second, but the myelinated, which means it has Schwann cells wrapped around the axon, is 140 meters per second. The neurotransmitters are only short-acting. Once it hits the receptor on the effector cell, it's rapidly broken down. There are 3 types of neurons: motor neurons, interneurons, and sensory neurons, and there's a picture here below of the 3 types. Let's now move on to the endocrine system. Endocrine glands are ductless, which means they have no duct, unlike exocrine, like a sweat gland, that does have a duct. Endocrine glands release hormones directly into the bloodstream. The hormone will travel around the entire body in the bloodstream until it reaches a cell with the correct receptor that we call the target tissue. Hormones alter metabolism. Hormones take longer to take effect, and the duration of action is also longer than that of a nerve. Hormones of note are thyroxine, released by the thyroid gland, adrenaline, released by the adrenal medulla, which sits just above the kidney, insulin and glucagon, that are released by the pancreas, antidiuretic hormone, that is released by the posterior pituitary just underneath the brain, and testosterone and estrogen, that are released by the respective gonads. Thank you for paying attention. I hope you've liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've made it this far, and I'll catch you later. Bye now.